Hello, welcome to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys again. Today is going to be another one of my rants. Bit different this time, bit more generalised than just mainly toys, but it's just mainly about Star Wars and how we're treated in the UK by Lucasfilm, by Disney, by Hasbro. So it's going to be mainly toys, but I really want to get over to the people in the US. The situation, I know the situation is pretty bad at the moment for everything, but store wise, I see videos all the time from the US. They're going into Walmart, all different stores that we don't know about. We've got Asda's is our Walmart, and they're probably the only place where we can get Star Wars or any vintage toy, well, not vintage toys, any like Hasbro toys, anything coming out. This Entertainer, there's Forbidden Planet that I know of. Smith's is useless because they don't stock Star Wars. They're an Irish company. Since we lost Toys R Us, we don't get anything big lots of Star Wars, Hasbro, Marvel, anything like that. I just think that people in the US are moaning that they're not seeing things in the store. Now the distribution from Hasbro has got better, but they've nowhere to distribute to in this country. Smiths aren't buying anything, obviously. I mean, I did a rant on Triple Force Friday where there was just nothing. Smiths still haven't got any Hasbro Black Series in. You can't even get it online. Disney Store. You see some things that you haven't seen before. I got an Armadillo in the sale, Black Series Armadillo in the sale for £10. I've never seen it on the shelf. The Mandalorian, Heavy Mandalorian, it was on the shelf in Disney. Never saw it anywhere else, and that was just like an anomaly, because you see nothing. Their section in Disney Store, Star Wars, is minuscule. As I said, Triple Force Friday went in. They were pushing me Frozen 2 instead of Star Wars. Do I look like I want Frozen 2? So this is just a rant about how the UK is treated by Star Wars in general. I mean, as I said, Star Wars, I mean Lucasfilm, Disney, Hasbro, everything Star Wars. But this is Disney with the Marvel stuff and the toys, everything like that. Now distribution, I know, is problematic because of the customs charges, import taxes, shipping. It's horrendous. Now with Brexit happening at the end of the year, touch wood, we will be getting better tax rates from America. It makes sense. It makes sense for the government to do that. We'll have to wait and see on that. But I'm not going to go into the politics of all that. I want to talk. It's a toy channel. I want to talk about toys basically. So yeah, Hasbro. We'll start with Hasbro because that is why we're here, for the toys. There's Hasbro Pulse in America, which is well and good, but they won't ship anywhere else outside of America. I don't know if they do Canada or Mexico or anything like that, but I don't think they do. I think it's all insular, it's just America. So us in the UK are suffering having to buy it from in-demand toys, Star Action figures. It's well and good, they're good services. eBay, having to pay over the odds. I've ordered the retro collection. Now, people have got it in America. It's in Walmart already. My order has gone from April to May. And if it happens like last year, when I didn't even get the Retro Collection Wave 1, I'm going to be very disappointed. Now, Asda have just started getting the Wave 1 in. They've got stands full of Wave 1 when Wave 2's coming out. Now, is that because Walmart's getting rid of Wave 1 over there and shipping it over here? Which is well and good, but why didn't they do it 6 months ago? Why didn't they do it a year ago? We need to get Wave... It's not the 70s anymore. We're not having to wait 6 months to a year for a film to come out, like Star Wars. Came out in May in the US. Came out in December. And that was just in London, in the UK. I actually saw it a year later, about a year later, in February 1978. Things like that shouldn't be happening anymore. Really shouldn't. So I really do think UK is a ginger stepchild, and I love that. I love that phrase. I hope that doesn't anybody's feelings, but I love that phrase. I use it quite often. But we are because we're thought of as second class citizens. Lastly, we're not. I mean, we've got VAT2 celebrations. We're not. I thought we might have got one next year, but that's not going to happen now. There's going to have to be one in America next year, and we'll probably get it the year after. Fortunately, I love to go to Celebration, and I really thank Lucasfilm for bringing it over, and Disney. So it's not total rant. There are some good points about these companies. I'll mention the NFL. The NFL recognise what a big marketplace the UK is. They brought the games over to London. They start with one game. I mean, they've had games for years. I went to a game at Wembley in 1988, 49ers Dolphins game, and that was just like a pre-season game. Then 2007 started with regular season games, and it's just grown and grown. There's 4 games this year. So the NFL recognise what a big marketplace the UK is, and there will eventually be a team here because they recognise how many fans there are here. And Star Wars should do the same. They should know the film was bloody made here, for God's sake. Elstree Studios. The film was filmed here. All of them. The prequels were made over in New Zealand and Australia, but they were filming here as well. Most of the Force Awakens onwards have been filmed here. A lot of the locations are in England and Ireland. Of course, the actor was in Ireland, but the Rebel base was filmed here. The planet that Maz was on, that was all filmed. I think that was the Wales actually, but it's Britain. I'm saying England. I know it's Britain, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and England. So I really should say Britain, but yeah, I'm Britain. Yeah, UK. So, just if Hasbro brought, I don't know if they brought a company over here, had Hasbro Pulse here, have a factory here. Hasbro, have a factory here. Yes, you'd be paying UK taxes. I think you can afford that. I think the government will maybe cut taxes on companies wanting to come over here after post-Brexit. But again, I don't want to really go into that because we don't know what's going to happen there. But Hasbro Pulse, HasLab, that badge. How many people in the UK has got a badge? I was talking to somebody the other night that had one. He hadn't got it out of the box. He hadn't even opened it up yet. But yeah, I would love one of those. I would love that. But they won't ship them. They won't ship them. I mean, this is a massive box anyway. That's going to cost a fortune in shipping. But why not have a factory here? Like, yeah, well, Palatoy had a license from Kenner. Now, why doesn't a company over here buy the license from Hasbro to create toys like Palatoy used to do? Why not? Why don't Hasbro have the license for Kenner and Palatoy? I'm sure about that. I'm not 99% sure they have the license for Palatoy. I've been trying to find out, but I can't really 100% be sure. But I'm sure they own the name Palatoy. Why not make a factory over here, have a separate arm of Hasbro called Palatoy, and start making the toys over here as well? Because the marketplace is massive. Do it. Why not? Unbelievable. Why not? Another thing is, I was talking about Toys R Us. Toys R Us. Since we've lost Toys R Us, we can't find anything anywhere. As I said, there's a couple of stores, and saying they sell stuff that nobody else wants, and they sell it cheap, so that's why people buy it. They sell very little Black Series. Black Series is the main thing. I know there's a vintage collection. A lot of people collect the vintage collection, but Black Series is the main Star Wars toy for Hasbro. They've proven it this year because vintage collection is very, very sparse. I know there's a few more coming out now, but a lot of repackages. But Black Series keeps going from strength to strength, and they're bringing out that snow speeder. So they are making vehicles, and that's cheaper than the vintage collection vehicles. I just don't understand that, but never mind. That's not what I'm talking about today. So buying things from shops is ridiculous. If Toys R Us still is trading, we still have Toys R Us, but not this. I think there's Canada. There's some stores up there. Why not have 4 or 5? I might have said this before. 4 or 5 stores in the UK. Small stores just for collectors. They'd make a killing. There's such a big gap in the market for collectors' toys in this country. Now, Forbidden Planet should be. They do capitalise on it, but again, there's not a lot of stores. But they could have the competition with Toys R Us to have just collectibles, adult collectibles, maybe toys as well. But if they just stocked Hasbro, Black Series, Vintage Collection, even the new toys that are coming out, they look pretty cool actually. I might do a video on those very soon. Just seen the little X-Wing for the kiddies line, and it looks pretty cool actually. I've got the Palatoy Death Star here, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, and that would fit perfectly in the docking thing for this Death Star. So yeah, there's me talking about this Death Star again. I love it. Toys R Us could have, as I said, 4 or 5 little stores selling, and they would make a fortune. They just clean up, really would. Because they can ship it in bulk. Again, with Hasbro, if Hasbro had opened a factory in this country, named it Palatoy, I know it's going back. It's going back into vintage times. I know, and it's a pipe dream. I know, but I think they could really make money doing this. Work with Toys R Us, and even Hasbro themselves have little stores, collector stores, just churning out this stuff. So you don't have to pay for the import charges. You don't have to pay shipping. Build them here. They're coming from China anyway. The bits, like they used to for Palatoy, the figures used to come and they just used to package them in palletized. Now they used to design things as well and build things here as well, but majority of things came from China and Hong Kong and whatever, Taiwan, and we used to package them here. But if we just did that again, maybe get the parts from China, wherever they build them these days, Vietnam, wherever, because it's closer than America. So yeah, ship them here. We'll package them, and then we can have stores where it won't cost us £25 for a Black Series figure when the $19, $20, whatever they are. That equates to about £16-17. So why are we paying 25 quid for a Black Series figure? Because we will, because we have to. And that's why everything is getting reduced, because they're bringing it out at such a high price, nobody's going to be buying it, and then they'll think, oh well, it's going to get reduced anyway, so it's going to get reduced, then we'll buy it when it's reduced. It's like that snow speeder. It's only £91, it's not bad. You get a figure with it. You get a figure and the massive snow speeder, which is brilliant. I'd love it. But I know that it's going to be £50 within 6 months. Well, even less. So I'm going to wait and see if we can get it further on down the line. I mean, I'm going away from my Black Series now. I'm selling my Black Series. I'm going to vintage. So I will be doing a live auction, I think. I was going to sell them as a job lot, but I've had a few offers on a few things, so they will be getting sold separately. So look out for me, like and subscribe this channel, because I will be putting them out very soon, I think. Sooner rather than later, because they're all just sat on the floor here, and I just want to get... I don't want to get rid of them because I love them, but I just want to put all my money back into vintage, I think, and make more vintage videos for this channel. It's not going to be always going to be vintage. I'm still going to be getting stuff and reviewing it. I don't try and do as many reviews because there's that many review channels, and we're talking to the guys on the Pally Boys live stream, getting all the other reviewers in, all the other YouTubers, and we're all getting together and just getting ideas together. You had Usual Mike on last night. Oh, that was absolutely brilliant having him on. If you don't subscribe to Usual Mike, just get on his. He's excellent. He really is. I'll put a link up on the bottom of this video to his channel. He had to get up pretty early for because we live stream at 8 o'clock and it was like 5 o'clock his time. So we said come in the second hour. So it was 6 o'clock when he got on at his time. So we can't have him on every night. I think he'd like to be on quite often, and we'd love to have him on every night. But due to the time difference, it's quite hard. We're trying to get a few different people in, and if you're a YouTuber or a toy collector or anything like that, let me know. You can be on the live stream. We're going to do them every night. We've been doing them every night for the last 3 weeks or more, and we're going to keep doing it until this thing is happening. And then we're just going to go to Saturday nights, I think. Do a couple of hours every Saturday night. But before that, it's going to be every night, and we're just going to get as many people in as we can. And that's just me getting off a tangent again. Yeah, so just a couple of ideas there. Maybe Hasbro's listening, maybe not. Get a factory out here in the UK. It really pisses me off that the UK is such. I mean, I'm going to tell you about another thing as well. Disney Plus. That I know there was licensing issues. Sky had the rights to Star Wars, but Disney, you've got a bit of money. You could have bought that license out. We still haven't got all the Mandalorians. We're still waiting for a couple of the Mandalorian episodes. I mean, I like Disney Plus. I do like Disney Plus. Due to the recent problems, there's going to be delays on some of the shows that I actually wanted to watch. But I've got the year's subscription. But it would have been nice to get it a bit earlier. If it had been the US, and somebody had the rights to Star Wars in the US and they had to pay for that license so they could show their own stuff on their own channel, I think it would have been done. Because it was the UK, well, make them wait. Make them wait. They can wait. So, yeah, that's just it today. I hope you agree with me, really, and I hope that Hasbro might take this on board, Disney might take it on board, and Lucasfilm might push for it, because in the end of the day, as I say, Star Wars was made here. It was made in the UK, and it always has been, and it probably always will be. I know the one of the Disney Plus series is going to be made in London. The K2SO and who is it? Prequel, Rogue One prequel series is going to be made. I don't know if it's being made at the moment because everything's shut down as far as I know, but that is still made here. So why are we made to suffer for buying anything Star Wars related? Anyway, that's my rant over for today. I've waffled on far too much, and I hope you agree with me, and I hope you will subscribe to this channel and like this video, share it out, get as many people as we can to get onto the live streams, and I'll be doing more of these videos, more rants. Don't you worry. As you might know, I'm building rebuilding the Death Star playset, trying to get it looking as good as it looks fantastic anyway, and I keep mentioning it in every video, but I absolutely adore it. I really do, and I want to get it looking as mint as I can. I did get a couple of the X-Wing guns got donated to me, so when they come I will let you know who's sent those if they want me to. They just donated them, and it's just amazing. And I am looking for donations because there's certain parts that I need: the gunner seat, the canopy, the chute. A couple of these sections need either repairing, which is I'm going to do ongoing videos on repairs and upgrades. So just keep an eye out for that. I'm going to stop talking about that now because that's for other videos. So please like and subscribe, and I really appreciate you watching. So may the toys be with you.